And there's also a song on the new CD that she actually does harmony vocals.
She does the harmony on the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, she does a whole harmony. There's a male harmony on 2 songs, and that's the guy that plays steel guitar with me. And I did that because I've always used harmony singers from the studio, and then you go to play it live, and harmony is just such a big part of what I do. You know, I write songs a lot of times with the harmony in mind, and so it defines the songs to me. And so when you use somebody on the record and then you can't reproduce it live, it takes away from it. So this time, my harmony singers on the record are people that I sing with live a lot. You know, so so what you hear on the album when you come see it live is the exact same thing.
That's cool. So that also probably in addition gives you a little bit of I guess chemistry when you're in the studio. Because
yeah, absolutely.
You know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, especially with Courtney and me, because we've been playing these songs live, you know, for a year before we went in the studio. So so she had we weren't in there working out parts. We already worked them out. But we do have a duet on the record that she and I did together, and I think that's going to lead into next year. We may do a little duets record, like an old school.
Really?
Like George and Tammy and Porter and Dolly. You know, they used to not a harmony thing, but a full on, you know, duet, guy and girl singing back and forth. And so we're trying to write that right now and see what we can come up with.
Cool. I think that there's plenty of room in the world for a return to that kind of thing.
Yeah,
because you're talking about the golden age of country music right there.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that we're in one now, or that we were in one 20 years ago or something like that. That is truly the golden age of country music, when George and Tammy were working together. And oh man.
Yeah.
I just got a little chill bumpy here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're pretty obsessed with vinyl records. I know that's kind of a trendy thing right now, but we've been doing it for a long time, and that's really what got us into that, because we bought a bunch of those old duets records, and we'll sit around the house and play them, and yeah, we just thought, man, nobody's doing this anymore. You know, this a lot of people will include duets, or it's like one guy singing and the other person singing on the songs, but no, they were singing, you know, staring at each other back and forth. One takes one verse, one takes the other, and
right.
And so, yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So do I. Do it.
Yeah.
You have to. All right.
We will.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was actually going to ask, you know, if you were thinking, you know, going out on the road and, you know, hitting, you know, a regular tour with her.
Yeah.
I know that you got one coming up that you know, I'll ask you about here in a second. But is that like one of those things that you're seriously thinking about doing?
Yeah.
All of that
with
that album?
Exactly. When we put that out, we'll definitely tour on it. She's with me about half the time anyway. We really go, and if one of us is off, we'll go play the other one's show. You know, tomorrow night she's in San Angelo. I'm going to go with her and kind of be her sidekick for her show, and then Friday and Saturday we're playing shows together, and then there's, you know, shows where she'll show up and sing with the band. So we're always on each other's shows all the time. But yeah, I would love to go out and just have a tour that's what we do. You know?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I interviewed her about 100 years ago. And make sure you tell her hello, because I guarantee she doesn't remember me.
I sure will.
But there's another considerably less attractive person who you are doing a little special tour with, Adam Hood. Come on, let's face it. She's better looking than Adam.
She is better looking than Adam. That's right.
I hope you feel that way. But you've got what is it called? Southern Brothers from Another Mother.
Yeah, Southern Brothers tour. That's what we're calling it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we've really, you know, we've been friends forever. He was actually the best man at my wedding a month ago, and we grew up together down in, we didn't know each other, but we're the exact same age, and we grew up. I was in Mississippi, he was in Alabama. We were playing the same clubs when we were teenagers. We just didn't realize it. And so yeah, we just put this little thing. We're calling it a tour, but it's kind of going on through the summer, just here and there, you know. And we're all on stage at the same time. So it's my band, and then Adam and I are on stage the whole time. It's like a song swap, but full band. You know, the band's playing everybody's songs, and we're playing on each other's songs, and it's a big 2-hour show. You know, that's a lot of fun, because we both, you know, with Southern music, we come from the same place, but it's two sides of that coin. You know, he's more on the soul side of that, and I'm more on the country side of that. But we love what each other does. That's just not what we do. He doesn't do the country thing, and I can't really do what he does. And so this is a chance for us each to get to also, dabble in the thing that we don't get to do very often. So
yeah. Are you anticipating, like I am in my mind now, that some pretty amazing stuff and some pretty original, unique stuff is going to come out of this little thing here?
Yeah, I think so. We've done a handful of them. We did a few in March just to kind of warm it up. And man, it's just great. And I can see, as we did 3 or 4 of them, you start to see where it's going to go. Mm-hmm. You can tell that it's going to take on a life all of its own. The songs start to merge into each other, and it's going to become a thing that's bigger than what each of us does, I think.
Right. Hey,
hopefully that's the idea.
That's cool. I mean, isn't that what everybody strives for? To be a part of something that's bigger than themselves?
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
There you go. And that's sounds like it has all the makings of being just that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Me too. Doggone it. Bring it to Abilene, all right?
All right.
Meanwhile, Daylight and Dark is now available. Mm-hmm, came out, and the new single is Okay Whiskey.
Right. I got it in your head.
Okay, yeah, but there's also a song that is worthy of mention, The Other Side of Abilene, which I'm going to take a listen to here as soon as we get done.
All right.
Make sure it's awesome. Because if you're knocking Abilene, man.
Oh, no.
We're going to have problems.
No.
We're going to have to call it about Abilene, Kansas or something.
No, it's a positive song. It's just kind of set in Abilene.
Cool.
But
I'd love to take your word for it.
Yeah.
But you are actually coming here on June 7th. You're going to be playing at the station here in town.
That's right, yeah.
But if people, don't want to wait until then to be able to get the CD or to find out more information about everything, there's a bird that visits us.
It's going crazy.
Yeah, it does that. I'm surprised it hasn't tapped on the window a few times for you, just to say hello. This should come with a warning every time somebody comes in. Hey, by the way, birds fly into the window constantly here.
That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. So, we were talking about the website.
Yes, it's jasoneady.com. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, E-A-D-Y, Eady.
E-A-D-Y.
And so you can find out all the details on tour. You can actually pick up the CD.
Right.
It's available on iTunes.
Website, live shows, all those.
Yeah. But I always recommend, you mentioned an affinity for vinyl. Mm-hmm. If you don't have that at a live show, I totally understand that. The next best thing is to get an autographed copy of your CD right after your show.
Yeah.
That to me is like... It's real.
Well, we actually, for this one, I'm still working on it. For the last record, my AM Country Heaven record, we do have vinyls, so you could get a signed vinyl at the end of the show, which
I got
is
chill
like
bumps
a little
again.
trifecta for you there.
Chill bumps again. Oh, man. You know what? We got to go now because I got to start begging you for a copy of your vinyl, all right?
All right.
Hey, Jason, this is the first time we've had the opportunity to meet. I've been a fan of your music for a while, and I appreciate you coming by and talking about the new single and everything that's going on in your life, all right?
Well, thanks for letting me come by, man. It's been great.
All right. Yeah, you got a lot of great things going on, so I'm glad that you took some time to come by and share it with us.
I appreciate it.